Yes, fabulous. Welcome back, Gary J Sports Page, as we wind down to a close this edition of Gary J Sports Page on GJRB, back and better than ever. And a lot better than last week, which got forfeited due to crazy things happening in the computer. But more than made up for it this week. Fabulous phone calls. Thank you so much for those. My wife kind of starting things. And then Dave Baker from Davenport and KALA. Thank you so much for calling today. It was fun getting to talk to you. And too bad we didn't have a little bit more time to talk, but that last segment ran out before I didn't want to, cut him off or have this cut him off. But it was cool. And he picked Kentucky to pull this off. And like I said, I was impressed by the way the Kentucky Wildcats pulled that game off last week. So it's going to be interesting to watch it tonight. 10 minutes to 9, 8:4 to 8:50, and they'll be playing in the Final Four. So it's going to be an exciting game to see if Kentucky pulls that off. Really, really think they will. Although they're looking at a team like Wisconsin, and I was talking on the Fox Sports Network before I came back on that a lot of them are saying that Wisconsin have pulled games off like that too, and have defeated them. But look, Kentucky got this far, and they played some pretty tough teams, and they pulled it off. And this is going to be an exciting night because really, it's going to be down to the last buzzer. That's what basketball is. The one team, they put it down the basket, come down the other side of the court, and throw another one. It's not over till it's over in basketball. So it's going to be an interesting game. But anyway, lines are closed, cell phones turned off. That's the only calls I'm taking today. This is the last half hour Sports Page. And basically because we're using a cell phone and they're not unlimited. So at this time I have to kind of not use as many or make as many phone calls, take as many phone calls right now. Until we get a extended plan that will mean that I could take more phone calls at the top of the month. Don't know about the Gary Wrestling program on Tuesday. Pretty much will be a regular show, but we'll see what happens there. Other than that, only at the top of the month. Any of the Gary Wrestling programs, Gary J Sports Page, way out there, which I doubt we'll be able to do way out there. I doubt I'll be able to take phone calls on way out there. For now, keeping track and making sure that we don't run out of time on there. So we'll have to limit it to certain shows, and lines will be open on certain shows. Other than that, you can continue to leave me messages on my Facebook, on my Twitter, Google Plus, and here on Spreaker. If you want to reply to what you think. My question is right now, what do you think? Do you think, I believe that the Chicago Cubs get a shaft. I really do. I think they get disrespected. It just seems like if you're a Cubs fan, they look at you like you're crazy or something. And I don't know why. It just doesn't seem right sometimes. And, like I said before, I'm a Cubs fan. I'm from Pittsburgh. I like the Pirates. I do follow the Penguins once in a while. But it's like, come on, it's ridiculous. It just really is. That, let's give these guys a shot, I mean, this is just the beginning of the season. Okay? The Cubs are just starting to play. The season's brand new. So let's give these guys a shot. Let's see what they can do under this new manager. Because I've seen some good hitting out of the Cubs during spring training. And I really think they have a good chance to have a decent season under this guy. Because I think he's really going to work them to death. Seriously. I think he's going to work them to death. I think he's going to give them the push they need to get in the playoffs, at least. And maybe the following year, the World Series. But let's give them a chance. Let's see what they can do this season to pull it off, to be able to see how well they, can play baseball this year. So I'm giving the Cubs a chance. Okay? I am. I'm not going to shortchange them. I'm going to give them a chance. Because I believe they deserve it. Okay, so what do you think of that? And let's take a look at some of the scores right now going on at the end of the 7th inning. The score between the Cleveland Indians and the Milwaukee Brewers tied 3-3. At the end of 8 innings, Seattle is defeating Colorado 6-3. Atlanta over Baltimore into the 8th inning, 5-2. Wow. Let's see. At the end of 5 innings, just starting, midway through, Houston beating Kansas City 1-0. 1-0. We have the end of the 5th inning, San Francisco over Oakland 2-0. Into the 4th, Arizona beating the Cubs 4-0 right now. This is a game that was supposed to have been on WGN according to their schedule, but I don't see it on WGN, but I did try the other sources. Let me turn back my TV here in the monitor room here one more time and see. I probably didn't check another source beside the let me check here. I'm going to go to 40. Channel 40 here is Comcast. Okay, they got something else on. I don't know. Must be WGN local. Because it's not seen here at all. WGN local. Let's try. Shut it off. Let's turn it back on a minute. I haven't tried. One more try. Comcast. 127. College baseball. College game. College baseball. Alright, well, there's no Cubs game on the TV, so I don't know. I didn't believe that anyway. That's it. So there's no Cubs being seen in this market, apparently, on television. So I checked all the sources. I checked WGN, and there's no game. So, 4-0. 4-0 in the end of the 4th inning right now. And the Arizona's over the Cubs 4-0. Well, that's just the beginning of the game. This is the last preseason baseball game. The last one before they go into regular play. Okay? So what? They're losing 4-0. It's preseason. It doesn't count. Okay? I mean, like I said before, let's give these guys a chance before we trample all over them and give them up for the season when they haven't even, we're not even in October yet. Okay? If this is October, I'd say, okay, oh well. But this is just the beginning. This is April. This is the beginning of the baseball season. Starts tomorrow. The Cubs have a good chance. Okay? You know, quit slamming them against the wall and go support them, for heaven's sakes. You know? Anyhow, what do you think? My question, why does the Chicago Cubs always seem to get the shaft? Okay, so what do you think of that? Give me your opinion on either. All you got to do is get on my Twitter, Facebook, or GJRB online on my Spreaker site. And type in there where you see the widget where you hear me coming out of. Here's a little balloon, looks like a comic book. Click that, get a 1. I'll see a 1 on there in red. When I click that, I'll read your response and answer you on the air. Okay? That's what I do when I can't take phone calls. Alright? So, if you're out there, love to hear from you on our final part of Garyj Sports Page this afternoon here on GJRB. And they were talking about Tiger Woods before I came back on. And I think he said that made a lot of sense. You know, the torque, you know, the strength in your arm, that thing that pulls the club back, to be able to hit the ball that hard. You know, realize how long Tiger Woods has been playing golf. Take into consideration how long the Tiger Woods has played golf. Alright? A long time. So, when you really think about it, he's probably tired. He's probably had it. You know, he played a lot of golf. He was the top of his game years and years ago. Tiger Woods is probably tired out. You know, he's played his game. Really. So you have to really think about how that, you know, playing golf, probably not easy. I wanted to play the game for a long time myself. I like to play. My sister Debbie got me into it one year when I had a set of golf clubs, and or rather she let me use the set of her, kind of putted around her backyard, and I kind of got to liking it and started really wanting to play golf. It's just an expensive game to play. I mean, that's another thing that kind of irks me sometimes, is it seems like that's not a game for everybody. You know, no one ever gets a chance at it. You know, the best golf I could play is miniature, which is the cheapest. That's the cheapest route. Miniature golf is the cheapest route. But, other than that, if you want to play golf, you have to have a lot of money in your pocket. You're paying for the clubs. You're playing for the 9 holes or whatever. Yeah, I guess it goes up in price a little bit. So, what do you think of that? Tiger Woods, tired out. Yeah, he just could be. You know, it's a long time to play golf. You know, he played his game. You know, so, wow. Anyhow, I'm gonna take that quick